Okay, this is my review of Revolution so far. Revolution tells a story of basically the power going out in the world. You have the characters of Charlie and her family and people who involved in her life. Basically, 15 years ago, before the blackout, her father pretty much was basically knowing the power was going to go out, and boom, 15 years later, there's no more technology in the world, and everything is turned off. No one knows why. But then it's like a whole entire story tell around it. I'm not spoiling this for you, but I think Revolution you should watch. Revolution tells a story of a family getting back together again. It also tells a story of a man, Michael Matheson, who controls the army, and her uncle, basically was the former general of the army, and pretty much he's right there in the middle with the green shirt. He was a former he was part of the army with him and pretty with him right next to him on the stairs over there in the blue in the light blue in the light blue. They were best friends, and they were best friends pretty much. I'm just gonna small depth details. Pretty much, I really think that the whole entire story for Evolution is amazing, because this is like one of the best shows on NBC besides Grimm, and I think that you should really watch the show because it's an epic story of what happened if there's not in the world, what happened if people wed, what people power pretty much. And this explains. This is kind of like what if happens, and this is kind of realistic. Think about it. In history, it was basically kind of like people taking over things. Pretty much, it was kind of like kings throwing kings. It's like this, but it's completely different. And an interesting thing about this because basically there's a rebellion, like the American Revolutionary War, because this show has a war too. It's like a war between the army, Michael Masseson's army, and the rebels. This kind of reminds me of the American Revolutionary War, but different in a new timeline. Because the American Revolutionary War is my favorite time period, and Assassin's Creed 3 did so well, and that's why I love it. It feels like the show, background, it feels like the American Revolutionary War. Outside of it, it feels fantastic. The show has great story, great characters, and you love them all. And you feel for all of them when they die or when they feel something. Like, I think that Revolution is a very good successful and interesting fact. J. Abrams, who directed the Star Trek and the sequel to that movie, Star Trek in the Darkness, is producer of the show. I think that I was kind of acceptable when I saw the trailer last year, but seeing it now, it's amazing. Revolution is such a great show. I think that Revolution right now is fantastic. The mid finale a few weeks ago just ended. I recommend if you're not a fan of Revolution, get into it now, because like time flies by quick. Because it's like that quick. Like, it'll be January in a few more weeks. So watch Revolution now so you can get recapped. Watch it kind of like every day if you can. Watch it on the weekends. Because Revolution is a great story, and I think you should enjoy it all because Revolution is such a great show. And I really think the stories are amazing. The characters feel so realistic. They feel like so relatable, and you feel for them every time. This feels kind of more as a show about what if happened power went out. It's kind of like what if, kind of like what if like basically like an alternate timeline. This feels kind of like an alternate timeline. Like what if these are situations like people would do. And I really feel for all the characters of the show, even when they die or hopeless or hopelessly outgunned. But Revolution is such a great show that you can't even say anything bad about it. It's like Grimm. Grimm and this are the best shows on NBC. I think that you should watch the show. This is a recommendation video. I think you should watch Revolution because it has such a good fucking story. I'm not kidding. Revolution is a better show than Once Upon a Time. I'm telling you. Once Upon a Time is maybe all fantasy. It maybe have great stories, but Revolution is better than this. Revolution is better than Once Upon a Time. Grimm and this are completely equal, but completely different. I think that Revolution is a great show. Get into it now because it's season 1. Into season 1, and then when the season 2 comes out, boom, you watch it. You watch it. I hope you love this show. This show took me. I was shocked in many ways when I saw what happened to these characters, and I was not expecting some of them to die. And when they died, it made me cry because these characters are so lovable. This is my kind of like a recommendation video on Revolution. You should really watch the show. Watch it on NBC.com. You should really watch it now. Revolution is such a good show. You should watch it now because it's going to keep getting better and better and better and better.